This lecture is on unit conversions. There's a PowerPoint that you can find on D2L to follow along. The topic is unit conversions. I'm going to demonstrate a systematic method of doing unit conversions. To start out with, let me give you an example of a problem, a typical unit conversion problem. And that would be this one. Suppose I have the length 15 centimeters and I want to convert it into inches. What I want to do, what I have, and I'm going to use this fact, which I call a unit equivalency. 2.54 centimeters is 1 inch. Now it should be obvious that to find that 15 centimeters in inches, I do 15 divided by 2.54. And that equals 6.91 inches if I do that on my calculator to 3 significant figures. It's a pretty straightforward problem, but how do I know that that's the solution? In this case it might be obvious to you, but how do I know it's not 15 times 2.54 or some other kind of calculation? If I use this systematic method called using unit conversion factors, I will not make a mistake like that. The fundamental idea behind unit conversion factors is this, and it's a very simple concept, and it's simply multiply by 1. So, for instance, 15 centimeters times 1 equals 15 centimeters. A simple fact from mathematics that everybody knows. Well, now this doesn't get me anywhere, but the idea here is, what if I have a different way of expressing 1? So, for example, from this conversion, 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch. If I divide both sides by 1 inch, I will come up with this. 2.54 centimeters divided by 1 inch equals 1. Or if I do the other way around, divide 1 inch by 2.54 centimeters, that too is equal to 1. Something like this, a factor like this is called a unit conversion factor. Well, here are some other examples of unit conversion factors. From this fact, 60 seconds equals 1 minute, I can see that 60 seconds over 1 minute is equal to 1, or 1 minute over 60 seconds is equal to 1. Or similarly, from this conversion of meters to kilometers, 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer, I come up with these two unit conversion factors. So here's how the method works. To convert 15 centimeters to inches, simply multiply by the appropriate conversion factor. So the first thing I do is write 15 centimeters equals 15 centimeters over 1 to kind of keep clear in my mind what's in the numerator and in the denominator. And then I multiply that by 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters, that's this conversion factor, which you'll recall is equal to 1. So since it's equal to 1, I know that whatever I get by carrying out this calculation will be the same thing, but now it will be expressed in different units. So, and why did I choose that particular conversion factor instead of another? Well, if I use that conversion factor, notice that centimeters appears in the numerator and denominator and cancels out. And I'm left with the unit of inches, so 6.91 inches. If I carry out the calculation with the wrong conversion factor, I don't get the conversion into the appropriate units. So I simply choose whatever conversion factor I need to get it into the correct units. Here's another example. This involves masses or weights. I convert 180 pounds to kilograms, and I use this to generate a conversion factor. So again, I first write 180 pounds is 180 pounds in the numerator over 1, just to emphasize that it appears in the numerator. And then I use a conversion factor that has 2.205 pounds in the denominator, because that's the unit I want to cancel, and the 1 kilogram in the numerator. And pounds cancels, and I get 180 kilograms divided by 2.205, which equals 81.63 kilograms.